Hello guys, what's going on? My name is Sam, or Chaotic, and welcome back to another Grand Theft Auto 5 video here on my channel. Now in today's video, I'm going to be discussing the next update coming to GTA Online. As we draw closer to the end of the Doomsday Heist update, with just 2 cars remaining to be released, the Vapid Hustler is scheduled to be released next week on Tuesday, February 20th, and the final car, the Fister Comet SR, the following week on February 27th. So all eyes are on Rockstar to announce whatever they have planned to be the next GTA Online update. But Rockstar probably won't be making any announcements until all the remaining content from the Doomsday Heist update has officially been released in-game. So I wouldn't go expecting any official announcements this month, with the earliest being March 1st. But given how the last few updates have been released, there probably won't be much of a break in between the release of the Comet SR and the next update in GTA Online, with just a week or 2 at most. Which could mean the next update will be released as soon as March 6th, but personally, the more likely choice will be March 13th, which gives Rockstar an additional week to prepare and promote the update before it's released in-game. And this date lines up with last year's 2017 March update release, with the release of the Cunning Stunts Special Vehicle Circuits update on March 12th. But exactly what Rockstar have planned for the next update is something we can't be sure on just yet. If you guys have been following my channel this past few months, you may have seen 1 or 2 videos I've made discussing some of the rumours and the leaks that have been going around. And after the release of the Doomsday Heist update, for example, one user on Twitter, who is believed to be a Rockstar employee, posted numerous hints that the next update would be sea-based, adding items such as an aircraft carrier into online. And this same user also hinted towards the addition of JDM cars, and supposedly also leaked a list of cars Rockstar plans to release. Now I'm sure many of you guys watching this are already aware of some of these leaks, and in fairness the source seems pretty credible. Without going into too much detail, basically this user in the past has made some pretty big leaks revealing details about up and coming updates, which have then been released several months down the line. But again, without going into too much detail, some people believe this person, who at some point appears to have shared legitimate information, is now sharing false information and hints to simply troll the community and throw them off after being put in the spotlight. Before December, which is when he was discovered by the community to have shared leaked details in the past, he wasn't really getting any attention whatsoever. In fact, pretty much all his past tweets went completely unnoticed. But who knows, this person may be genuine. They've certainly shared legitimate information in the past, it's just a little weird how this person operates. So for the time being, we're going to completely ignore whatever information this person has supposedly shared, because there's something a little more plausible I want to discuss, that was rumoured back in November. So many of you guys may recall that back in November, there were rumours of a hipster-themed update in the works, which at the time was supposedly in development and was possibly the theme of the next update in December. Now obviously it wasn't, the Doomsday Heist update was released in December, but taking a look at some of the content we received both on day 1 and during the weeks to follow, we received a lot of classic and hipster themed cars. With the release of the Declasse Yosemite pickup, the Imponte Deluxo, the Ocelot Stromberg, the Fister Comet Safari, the Albany Hermes, the Anis Silvestre, the Sentinel Classic, the Lamborghini Viceris, the Grotti GT500, the Karin 190Z, and the Vapid Hustler, which comes out next week. The Doomsday Heist update has added a total of 29 new vehicles into GTA Online, and 11 of those are what you can consider classic vehicles. Now at first this may not seem all that significant until you consider that most other updates in the past have generally only added 1 or 2 classic vehicles at a time, whereas a third of this update are classic vehicles, certainly adding a lot more than most other past updates that we've had in GTA Online. But from the looks of things, it's likely that many of these were only added as filler vehicles. Basically, they were only added either because they were leftover cars from another update, or simply to bulk up the size of the update overall. So many of these cars may have been the ones that Rockstar was working on last year, and were exactly what the leaks were referring to. Something which Mach1 Bud, a GTA Forum staff member, and someone who in the past has shared leaked information themselves, agreed upon and commented about. I think it's going to be a year of thank you updates. Yes, I know updates aren't stopping anytime soon, but hear me out. I really think it will be downhill from here, slowly winding down to the end of updates. I believe we'll continue to see fan requested fulfilled throughout this year, even more so than last year, with updates seeming less focused on a central theme and more varied as far as cars, clothes, weapons go, just like the Doomsday Heist update. And I think that the March update will be the rest of the Hipster 2 cars that weren't included with Doomsday, along with a new property. Now, Bud has made some pretty good points here. GTA 5 is coming up to its 5th birthday later this year, and although the game is still going strong, with a record year for the game last year in 2017, Rockstar is releasing another major title later this year, Red Dead Redemption 2, which, based upon the information they've shared so far and all the other leaked information we've had over the past few days, is planned to replace GTA 5 upon release. So I certainly wouldn't be surprised if this year we see a lot of community-based requests, items, content and features all being added into GTA Online to squeeze out the remaining life of the game and cash in as we draw closer to the release of Red Dead Redemption 2 in October. But also expect these updates to be filled with lots of random content too, as Rockstar tries to offload any leftover and remaining content they've made and haven't released yet. Now, in case you guys didn't know already, Rockstar has stockpiles of unused assets, things such as cars, weapons and stuff like that, which have been made and kept to one side to add whenever they need to in future updates as filler content. And according to one source last year, Rockstar has loads of unreleased cars. But this could also mean that properties such as mansions will also become purchasable at last also, as Macwomber suggests in his forum post. This being something which Rockstar has worked on in the past but have never released in the game, along with whatever classic and hipster theme cars they were also working on last year when the leak was made. In fact, it's very possible the entire March update is the so-called Hipsters 2 update which was leaked last year. But it's also believed the March update will be a smaller filler update, just as every past March update has been in past years. And the reason for that is because this time of year is typically a much slower period for gaming and the market in general, which is why it's unlikely that we'll be seeing anything too major coming out in a few weeks' time, which is why Hipsters Part 2 seems pretty plausible. With that being said though guys, that's pretty much it then for this video, but I of course want to get your thoughts and feelings on all this information. What do you guys think about Hipsters Part 2 being the next update coming to GTA Online? So go ahead and leave a comment on this video. If you guys could also drop a like, it would of course be greatly appreciated and it helps me out a lot. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, make sure you do, because I upload all the latest and the greatest Grand Theft Auto 5 content. So as always guys, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.